With the Premier League starting this weekend, I decide it's about time I go through and decide who I think is going to win, who's going to get relegated, what my predictions are. So stay tuned and let's check it out. In 20th place, I've gone with the obvious pick, Ipswich Town. Now, it's nice to see a fresh face back in the Premier League. They're back after 22 years. Back-to-back promotions as well, which is crazy. But this squad is just not up to Premier League standards. I think that this team's going to get eaten alive. They won't get more than 10 points. And if they do somehow, I'm going to have a bucket of milk dunked on my head. 19th, I've gone for Leicester. Now, I feel like this is a bit harsh. There is supposedly a points deduction coming for them, so they're going to have to potentially start the season on that. So I think it will happen with how trigger happy the Premier League has been with handing these out. I mean, point in case right here. But I just think that they're just not up to Premier League standard anymore, and I think they will overcome the points deduction. They will be better than Ipswich, but they won't have enough to stay up. 18th, Nottingham Forest. They have such a weak mentality, this club. Last season when they were in a relegation scrap, all it was just complain. And I feel like teams just can't get by on that. They won't succeed thinking like that. They need a winning mentality if they're going to do any better, and I just think that will be their downfall. Just before we continue, guys, make sure that you subscribe and you like the video as well. I would really appreciate that greatly. It really helps me out. And with that out of the way, let's continue with the video. 17th, Southampton. They will stay up, only just because the teams underneath them are going to be far worse. And I think it's quite sad to see, because you can see with the teams that get promoted, they're struggling to stay up. Last season, all new promoted teams went straight back down, and that gap between the Premier League and the Championship is just continuing to get bigger. But I still think Southampton will stay up. I think they will struggle, but they will have just enough to remain in the Prem. 16th, Everton. You can tell I have zero faith in this club. I mean, Sean Dyche is a great manager. I really hope I'm wrong, but he's good at keeping your team in the league. Our defense is incredible. We have arguably one of the best keepers in the Prem in Pickford. Tarkowski, Braithwaite, he's been linked with United. A great back line. I'm really confident with it. But losing Onana hurts, and we just really have no one up front who can put goals in the net. DCL is extremely overrated. He is not a proper striker. I just don't see anywhere from where the goals are coming. 15th, Bournemouth. Losing Solanke will hurt. It will hurt big time, because they're going to lose their main source of scoring. And I think it will affect them mentally, and I can see them dropping by quite a bit here. 14th, Wolves. Maybe a bit of a hunch here. Hwan Hee-chan, he will have a good season, but I don't know, this is just where I have him. 13th, Crystal Palace. It's just what Crystal Palace do. This is where they finish almost every single season, and Groundhog Day again. 13th place from 12th, Brighton. Look, I know Brighton have a pretty quality squad. I do see Evan Ferguson leaving. I'm pretty sure I've seen United are interested. But I don't know. Just something, again, maybe a hunch. I just see him dropping. 11th, Aston Villa. Having to do Champions League football and the Premier League at the same time is going to take a toll on them. Look, they have an incredible squad. Ollie Watkins, man. Proper striker there. But I think it's just going to be a bit too much on their play, and I think that will affect them in the Premier League. 10th, Fulham. Smith Rowe will elevate this squad to new heights. Unbelievable new heights. He's going to have a breakout season, and Fulham, they're on mid-table. 9th, Chelsea. See, I can see this going either way, to be honest. You've got Chelsea could go top 4, or they could be in a relegation scrap. You just don't know. They have bought half of the football world. There's just too much here. That's the problem. Todd Bowley has gone with the idea of just throwing as much money at the wall and hoping something will stick, and that just hasn't worked. It doesn't work. You need your chemistry, you need cohesion, and that's what's hurting them. They don't have that. They should have kept Poch, and having to get a brand new system in, a brand new manager, it's just going to be too much of a change, and there's just too much going on, and I just can't really see them climbing. 8th, Brentford. I can see the squad blowing up. I really can. The breakout season for them. I think Ivan Toney will be in the Golden Boot race. I think he'll want to redeem himself pretty much after being out for half of last season. And I really think he's going to elevate Brentford to new heights. 7th, West Ham. I think purely buying Wan-Bissaka and Fulkrug, I can't say it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They are some really smart signings right there. They're really going to bolster this squad, and I can see West Ham rising. 6th, Man United. Look, this one I'm a bit iffy on, but you know, I'm going to put him somewhere. Højlund will have a great season. I think he got a disappointing start when he first joined, but he's really shown himself to be a better player now. I think he's fitted in with Ten Hag's system. They just got De Ligt. Look, I reckon they'll go back to back in the FA Cup, but 6th place, you know, I just don't rate Onana. I'm sorry. 5th, Liverpool. They have to get used to Arne Slot's system. I keep saying that word, but you know, I guess that's what it is. I expect Mo Salah and Gakpo as well to have breakout seasons. I think Mo Salah and Klopp didn't have the best relationship, and you know, Gakpo playing under a fellow Dutch manager will really elevate him, I feel like. And look, they won't break in the top 4, but you know, they'll be decent. 4th, Newcastle. Look, they have no distractions here. They can focus purely on the Premier League, and that's going to play right into their hands. They have one of, I think, the best squads in you know, the Prem. That helps when you have pretty much a whole country backing you financially, but they will do extremely well. They, in my mind, can be a dark horse for the title if they play their cards right here. 3rd, Tottenham. Ange Postecoglou is an angry man, and that is precisely what Tottenham need. Really, they've been too just passive and weak for so long. They've had like a bowling mentality, and Ange, really, he is a proven winner. Every club he's gone to, he's won trophies, and you know what? He'll want to be doing that still at Tottenham. Can they actually win one this year? No, they can't. You know, I was gonna, you know, maybe a bit bold and say they could do. You know what? Actually, I will. I think Tottenham can win the Carabao Cup. And if they don't, I will jump into the river down at my local park. I think they will do it. The moment, well, no, they won't be knocked out. But if they are, I'll go down there and film it, and I'll put it up on YouTube for your entertainment. 2nd, Arsenal. Yeah, look, they'll build on last year, but come on, we all know who's first. And that's where we come to first place, Man City. Yep, I know, I'm super boring here, like going for the obvious, but you'd be dumb not to. It's just no other choice here, and you know, this could potentially be the last season we see them in the Prem with their 115 charges. But would the Premier League actually, you know, punish them seriously with, you know, relegation? No, I don't think they will. I think City bring in too much money. They'll probably get a slap on the wrist, they'll be fined, and that'll be the end of it. Premier League, the new Liga. Anyway, guys, that is my predictions. What did you think? Make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe as well to HamaldoFC. I love you forever. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really do appreciate it, and I really mean that. It's so great to have you guys here, and until next time. Actually, before I do go, you probably won't see me post for a little bit. I'm actually off to Singapore for a week, so I'll be doing stuff over there. I do have a video idea that should be coming from that, so stay tuned, and you know, love you guys a lot. I'll see you later.